Hey guys, welcome to the show. Sri Lankan Sammi in Cebu. Midweek podcast Wednesday night in Cebu, Mactan, Newtown, Lapu, Cebu, Philippines. So glad you could make it. Oops. Live stream looks good. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all. Wednesday night. It is 5 o'clock. And we are having a great week. Let me tell you something. The weather is insanely beautiful. It is sunny and hot. Oh, I have been hanging out, enjoying time with friends. I mean, today was just a jam-packed day. Got up early, as I normally do, have a coffee on the balcony watching the sunrise. Went to the gym, worked out hard today with Paul, my friend from Holland, and then I went to the pool with him and we had an interview. Great interview with him that I'm going to upload because you guys love the interviews. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. I'm going to try to do more, but it's difficult because it takes a long time and most of the stories are exactly the same. So I'm going to space them out a little bit. What I really need you guys to do, please, is click the like button, the thumbs up button. Put a comment, just even a smiley face. If you support the channel, just put a comment. It really helps the channel, okay, and helps the videos get out there in front of people. We're at 45% towards our goal of monetization. If I can get monetized, I am going to be able to retire sooner. And that's all because of you guys. So thank you very much for that. Click the like button, watch a full video. Don't worry about the commercials right now because I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter whether you watch a commercial or not or skip through it. That doesn't really matter. So let's take a look at some of the new subscribers. Robert F, Anna E, and SA5153. Thank you very much for joining this week. Like I said, I get a lot of subscribers. The issue is, if you are not public, I can't see your name. So I don't get to see a lot of people. Now, let's take a look at, oh, sorry, what else? I'm so tired today. It's been a long day. Sorry, one of my friends in the building, Terry, you guys met him in the vlog last week. His internet is down in his unit. Yeah, his internet is down, so he's got a problem. Anyway. So, yeah, make sure you click the like button, comment, and only subscribe if you are truly interested in the content. That's what really helps, okay? Let's see what else is going on here. Let's take a look at some of the comments. We had a whole slew of comments about the last video. Let me tell you something. Let's go back 3 or 4 days. Hermes, a lot of good questions about Sri Lanka. Although I'm not there, I'm happy to answer those. Thank you for very much. Darren, again, I'm glad you liked the interview video. Kevin Acker, glad you liked Terry's interview. SS5153, thank you for subscribing, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the information from someone who is younger, 46. That's not too, that's still young, but not old. And I'm glad you're looking at planning your retirement. H3X Omega, glad I bumped into you on the street, and thank you for joining. I truly appreciate that. Troy Rocha, I'm going to suggest that you do not buy until you come here and live here for a while and then explore the opportunities. Okay? Come in here. The cost to buy here is really, really ridiculous. And there's so many factors involved that you'd really, like, basically, as an investment property, it's not worth it. If you're going to live here for 20 or 30 years, then maybe it is, and then give it to somebody. But I would rather take that money and keep it as an investment growing in a mutual fund, a term deposit, stocks, gold, whatever it is. Buying into property, it does not increase, right? The cost of, I've talked about it, watch the vlog. I'm going to suggest never, ever, ever buy in a resort area, especially if you're not a citizen. It just doesn't make sense. Terry, again, thanks for dropping in. I love you. Joe Sim, yeah, when I am talking, I'll forget and slip into Korean, or I'll slip into Sinhalese, or it's so strange for me. Sometimes even Thai. Rob Mar, thanks again for your update. Appreciate it. Clay M, I'm glad that you are looking at coming out here. Start planning now. Because let me tell you, 2-3 years goes by like that. AZ Bill, yeah, the Belmont, I think it's just a brand name, and Mercure is actually a bigger company, so that's not going to be an issue. Simon, always happy to see you, hear you, and listen to your comments, brother. Whenever, I know you're supporting the channel, so don't worry about it. But thanks again for taking the time. Let's take a look here. What else is going on? So So for the first time in my channel, I'm getting, when I look at my channel using vidIQ, it's an app I use, an extension, browser extension for YouTube content creators. It says how many views per hour what my videos are doing. And like going back even 2 weeks, my videos are getting 1 view, 2 views, 4 views an hour. My interview vlog, which is a day ago, is getting 9 views an hour since it went live. I mean, that's incredible. Thank you guys. I love it. I truly, truly appreciate your support. And I'm looking at the analytics. The analytics are off the chart. You know, I cannot complain. We still haven't done, we've done over 28 days, but we haven't done 90 days. We haven't done 188 days. So the channel is only coming up on 4 months. It's coming up on 4 months. So 2 more months and then I'll be able to do a comparison. But over the last we're getting close to 45-50% towards our target. And my channel is doing so much better than my old channel. And it's going like this. Like we had a huge jump at the beginning because of all my super supporters who came over from the old channel. Then it settled down and then it's starting to go up, up, up. Every time I post, it goes up and up and up. And I just have to get like in front of the right people. And you're watching videos on average 7 to 9 minutes on average. That's absolutely beautiful. Like 8 minutes. That's incredible. Thank you so much. So appreciate that. And my audience, the audience is really doing well. We're hitting our target demographics. So the age and gender, we're like 90% male, 10% female, obviously, and 44% identify as 55 to 65. 30% identify over 65. And then 20% are 45 to 55. So 95% of my viewers are over the age of 45. That is insane. Obviously, we know which demographic is interested in this content. But again, I do want to support our younger viewers. Our younger viewers, I want to support you in. If you have questions, hit me up in the chat. Let me know. What is it that you're interested in? What questions do you have? What concerns do you have? Now, my shorts get a lot of different views, but the shorts are adding to the view count. So we are at, we're at 50%. That's what YouTube is telling me. I'm so happy. So happy. Because I looked at another tool I use that, shows comparison to other channels and demographics and viewers. And if I were to be monetized today, like I said, I'd be making about $100, $200 a month. That is huge money for me. When I was, sorry, not when I was, that kind of money can help support my my retirement. Absolutely. And it can only get more, right? It can only get more. So another funny thing is, another great news. Lady Princess Jasmine is coming. I'm so excited. She's coming January 19th. She'll be here for 10 days. I thought she was going to come in March, but she decided she's going to come in January. And let me tell you something. I got a deal from my landlord. I said, listen, I have a friend coming in. I don't care what the apartment looks like. I don't care what condition it's in. It just has to be a bed. It doesn't matter what building it's in all of in the 8 buildings that are here, in the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buildings that are here. I don't care. And she said she'll get me a place for 2,500 pesos a night, including all utilities. And I was like, whoa, sign me up. That's like $350 US for 10 days during high season. Now, it's not Korean Asian New Year. It is after Sinulog, the day after Sinulog. So she's arriving after that, which is, you don't want to be anywhere near the airport during Sinulog. There's 4 million people coming into the country. So she arrives on a Tuesday early morning, like 1 a.m. So I'll pick up her unit in the afternoon, clean it, prep it, make sure it's ready. She lands 1:15 in the morning, local time. And then she leaves 10 days later at 2 o'clock in the morning. So she just sleeps on the plane. It's a direct flight, so she doesn't have to worry. She's been here before. She came here 3 years ago, right next door. Like, we stayed right next door at Shangri-La Hotel. We stayed in a upgraded suite, so it was 2 separate beds. My brother got us upgraded status at the Shangri-La, so we stayed in the executive level, gold level. So we were on the top floor in a private area. We had a private dinner room, private lounge, private pool, private beach. It was great. It was great. She loved it. But she's allergic to the sun, so she's not going to be out in the sun too much, but she's going to really enjoy the time here. On another note, the stock market in Sri Lanka is recovering. For the last, so I keep track of my investment. And right now I'm at 97%. So I've lost about, from last month, I think I have lost about, the highest I've ever been was about 110%, over 100%. So I've lost about 5%. It was down to 93%, but I'm up 4% in the last 2 days. There's still a little bit of profit taking and a little bit of concern, but the market's back up. It should recover in the next week or so. It's all positive news from the IMF, the United States, the European Union. They're all giving money. They're all, taking care of us. Things are progressing well. Repairs are done. So the market is doing well. I'm not concerned. I was a little bit worried. The difference between the start of the month and today, I've lost, I'm break even. I haven't made anything. I've lost like 2,000 rupees, which is $6. That's the difference. And I'll make it back up before the end of the month. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. And that's the thing with the stock market. Even though I am a short-term, near-term investor, I still am not a panic investor. I kind of was like, okay, is this the bubble? Is it bursting? Is it time to sell? And then I did a deep dive and it was like, no, it's not. Don't worry about it. The fundamentals are there. And I just got paid my dividends. Or I got my notification of dividend payment. Man, let me tell you something. How much do I love my life right now? It's just, I'm crying over how much I'm loving my life. I'm working out and I've got all this energy. It's like, it's 5:30 at night and I have done so much today. I got up and had coffee and watching the sunrise. It's kind of my meditation. I take the chair outside on the balcony. I sit there and I just breathe in the fresh air and it's beautiful. I go exercise. I worked out for 90 minutes and I swam for 30 minutes. Right, so 2 hours there. Then we showered and changed. Paul took me to a snack shack to get homemade Filipino sandwiches. So I got that for lunch. Came home. I ate. I did some YouTube editing, and then I took a nap for an hour. Then I had a class, and then I played a video game. Now I'm on the live stream. After this, what do I got? After this, I got 2 hour break where I'm probably going to play a video game. I have a new one that I just downloaded. I should probably install that right now while we're doing this. And then I got 2 hours of class. And then I'll be finished today is a late day, so I'll be finished at 10 p.m. local time, which everything's closed. So I'll probably just tell Paul, if you want to go for a walk, we'll go for a walk. Like go walk around just to go walk. I mean, just to get outside and grab a coffee. I want to grab an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. So I'm going to tell him, let's do that. So anyway, what do you guys think? How are you liking the new kind of direction? Is that something you want? I don't think it's sustainable. Interviewing people is not sustainable. I don't. It's something that I can continue doing because it's just so many people, right? So let's see what's going on over here. Everything okay? Yeah, everything looks okay. All right. So anyway, if there's nothing that you guys want to talk about or hear about, I'm going to wrap things up a little bit early today because I do want to go make something to eat, a little peckish. What I have found that as I'm exercising, and I'm not talking about just riding the treadmill, riding a bike or doing the treadmill. I'm talking, I'm really killing it. I'm sweating like a pig. And I am tired afterwards. I have to take a nap because I'm so tired after working out. That my food intake is more. I'm hungry. I need energy. So I think I'm craving a little carb and sugar for some energy. And then to burn off that, I go for a walk at night. It's too hot in the day, and Paul's girlfriend doesn't like to go out at the daytime because it's just too hot for her. She's Filipino. She likes it. So she likes to go out at night. So I think what we'll do is, let me just, and we'll go out for a iced cappuccino. So this weekend, so tomorrow's Thursday, it's my Friday. So tomorrow's my cardio day, and then I really am going to go to the beach. I'm going to go down to the beach, or I'm going to take the motorcycle out for a ride. I'm going to go for a ride, go drive around. That's Paul. He says, as a joke, he says, "I'll pass the message." Means the girlfriend. he's a really fun guy. I love him. So glad I met him. I'm so glad I met him. Yeah, tomorrow I have a very busy day. And in the evening. But I want to go do it today. So maybe I'll call. No, I'm just going to drive around. I'm going to drive down to the south end of the island and go have lunch in the south end of the island. Friday, I'm planning on inviting a female friend I met to go to the beach, but it's not going to be a late day because I have to go to bed early, like 6 p.m. because Saturday morning I got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning going on a motorcycle. So that's why I want to take the bike out just to, put it through its paces and just make sure that it's running fine, because we're going like for 2 or 3 hours up into the mountains. You guys are going to love that. I haven't been before. I've seen video, seen pictures of it before. It's something I've been wanting to do since I arrived here 2 months ago, but my bike didn't have, well, it wasn't. You'll see the video that I posted, that I'm going to post tomorrow or yesterday. No, it's going to be tomorrow or later this week. I took a video of me riding, so you guys will like that. Then Sunday, Tim and his wife and sister-in-law are coming over. Again, we're going to go to the beach, live stream. Maybe I'll do the live stream a little bit earlier so that we can finish earlier. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Oh, but I'm so excited. 40 days until Princess Jasmine comes. I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's going to be way, way too much fun. I wish she could stay 2 weeks. Maybe she can't stay 2 weeks. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll do that later. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap things up a little bit early today, unless anyone who's watching has any questions. I'm gonna be doing a few more travel videos over the next little while. What do I have in the hopper? Oh yeah, so on the 13th, a vlog is going up with the motorcycle trip, and I'm talking about the differences between living in the Philippines versus vacationing in the Philippines. I'm going to try to interview some Filipinos. I'm going to talk about socializing and dating apps and things like that. I'm going to talk about why I think Philippines is better than any place else. I have another vlog that I like to do. The topic is something that has hit me personally, and that is what I've learned over the last 3 months here, 2.5 months. How to talk to people, how to act around people my own age, my peers. I'm going to try to interview a visa consultant. Talk about some scams I've heard about. I'm going to try to interview, again, like I said, some Filipinos. I'm going to, hopefully on Sunday when Tim's wife comes, because I know her and we know each other quite well. I've known her for years. I'm going to talk to her. So guys, why don't you let me know some questions that maybe you want me to ask her? All right. Since March, like February is going to be a little because it's Asian New Year and prices go up. But definitely after Asian New Year in March, I want to do a little bit of traveling. I want to go to Bohol. I want to go down and Mobile for the weekend and go swimming at the whales. I want to do all those things. And of course, I'm going to take you guys along with me. Oh, Trent, not to mention, out to me. Really, we had a chance to chat offline. I always I'm happy. If you guys are interested in chatting offline, please do so. In my description is my WhatsApp address, so please hit me up and we can chat. Now, here's where it gets into a bit. I'm happy to answer general questions, but I'm not going to give like details of what you should or shouldn't do. That's all in my videos. I've already gone through them in my videos. If I start doing it now, then I'm going to have to continue doing, or it's going to get difficult to do it for everyone. So what I say is this: is like I'll point you to the video where you can. If you want some detailed help, you can hire me where I will do an audit. A 1-hour audit of your life or give you my opinion. Again, I'm not an expert, but I am someone who's gone through the process. I am someone who's made mistakes in my life. So if you can learn from my mistakes, then why not? That information, right? So I've had some people who have commented like, I'm not interested in paying you for that. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm sorry, right? It is my time. Oh yeah, but you're a YouTuber for free and for content. And I'm like, I've already done it for free and for content. So go watch the vlog because all your answers are in the vlogs. For me to take the time to answer every single question it's not feasible. And I am, for all intents purposes, focused on monetizing this brand, so definitely have to do the sauna tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna book the sauna tomorrow. You have to book it in advance because they don't turn it on. They don't leave it on all day. Just turn it on when you need it. Otherwise it's just sitting there because honestly nobody uses it. There's 3 towers here, 1 gym, and I see the same me, Paul, Korean woman. I see an American man and his Filipina wife, girlfriend, and maybe I see 1 or 2 other people in there. And I go every day between 9 and 12. Sometimes I start at 9, sometimes I start at 10. I've never gone in the afternoon or evening, but every time I walk by there, the place is always empty. Now, it's not the best gym in the world, but it's still a gym. And I'll tell you this, in the 30 odd years I've been vacationing and going to condos and hotels and resorts, I have never once used the gym, ever. But I am now using the gym every single day, and I love it. Sorry, just reading a message from a friend. All right. I have to send Jasmine a quick message. All right. So I wish I could stay here longer. I have enough money in the bank today to stay until March. But I have to go back. I have some things that I need to take care of. But as soon as I get home and fix everything, like my banking, my finances, in Korea and here, and Korea and Sri Lanka, fix all of those things so that it's a little bit more secure and a little bit more stable. I'm having a little trouble logging into my website, into my application. It's asking me from the password, and I'm like, I put the password in, the one that I wrote down, and it's not working. So I'm locked out of my banking app. My ATM is still working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably get Jasmine to get me a new ATM card and bring it with her when she comes. I'm gonna see about that, because my ATM card lasts until, when does it last till? Oh, 2030. No, that's 2027. Gosh, maybe I should get her to get me a new one. 2028. Which card is that one? That's my US dollar account. So my other Korean card is till 2028. I'll keep that one. I doubt I will ever use my US dollar account card to withdraw money. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Worst case scenario, because I don't use my US dollar ATM card and I don't use my Korean won ATM card when I'm in Sri Lanka, the thing is it's very easy for me to have it sent to Jasmine's house, because that's the address of record that I have, and then have her mail it to me by DHL or UPS or whatever. That's perfectly able to be sent overseas. Yeah, that's something to think about. Anyway, I want to say thank you again to all of you for your continued support. It really is a blessing and an honor. I absolutely love seeing all the comments that I get on the videos from people I've never met before, who are truly interested in what it is that I'm doing and find either entertainment or education from what I am doing. If anyone is watching and is local to Cebu, I'm looking to buy a used phone for Mom. She broke her phone. Well, the screen is broken. It has a line going through it. She says it's not a big deal right now, but it is annoying, so I want to get her a new phone. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mom. So I want to pick up a phone from here and take it there because it's cheaper. It is cheaper by several $100s to buy a phone here and take it back to Sri Lanka. So I'll be going back to Sri Lanka with 3 phones. Maybe I'll buy myself a phone. Oh my God. I saw the new 3-screen phone that Samsung is introducing in a few days. And it's called the tri-fold. And I'm like, I want that. It's like $3,000. It will be available in Singapore when I'm going back. So I would have like an hour to go to a store and pick it up in the airport. And it'll be duty free if it's available in the airport. So I'm thinking about it. Or I'll just wait until the third generation comes out in 2 years and then go to the previous model. Okay, Billy. Well, I'm going to do a video on that. I don't really have a lot of experience because I don't like to date. Not because for any other reason. I mean, I like women. You should trust me on that. Just look at my vlogs from when I was running a nightclub in Korea. I love women, but the thing is that it's just so much work, so much effort, so much time and money, because you don't do Dutch treat here. That just doesn't happen. And I'm not going to drive all the way to Cebu or wherever they are. I'm going to tell them to come here because it's much more comfortable here. There's restaurants there that I know. There's places to go. There's a beach. There's swimming pool. All those sorts of stuff. So I have to pay for them to come over here, like taxi, because that's just the way it is here. Now the guys I'm with, they're single and they date a lot. So a few of them are using apps, and I'm going to talk about those apps. Which ones are good, which ones are bad. Some of them just walk around and they see people and they say hi. So there's different ways of doing it. I've met some people and I've gone on a couple of dates, and it's all through friends. So my Filipino friends have introduced me. So, okay, Billy, again, thanks for joining the chat. I really do appreciate it. I love talking to people. While I'm answering your question, can you let me know where you're from and like your age range? Just so I can better understand who you are, unless you don't want to, but it's totally up to you. Let me give you an idea of Cebu. A lot of people are confused with the word Cebu. It can mean three things, okay? And it's very confusing. So if you can just imagine a map of New York City, Manhattan Island, and Brooklyn, okay? Manhattan Island and Brooklyn. So Cebu is the entire island. Well, it's probably easier if I just show you. Cebu City has a lot. Cebu City has a lot of expats, but they're concentrated in one area, okay? So let me show you what I'm talking about. Hey, Melbourne, a lot of Australian friends. My friend Darren, who is a #1 supporter of this channel, or top supporter of this channel, who I've met 2 times in Sri Lanka, is from Australia as well. You lived in Thailand. Trust me, brother, I was going to choose Thailand. I'm 58 in 2 weeks. I was going to choose Thailand up until 6 months ago, until all of the rules started changing. The visas are better here. The banking system is better here. The medical system is perfect. The weather is good, except for the typhoons and earthquakes. The air quality is better, except in Manila. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right. So as you can see here, this is the Philippines, okay? So there's Manila in the north. and here is where I am. This island here, this long, skinny island here. Okay, this is Cebu Island. So think of this as New York State. This is the island. Now Dumaguete City is right across the strait, and this is Bohol. Okay, this is Bohol, and then this is Siquijor. Everybody talks about Siquijor. All right, up here, this is Boracay. Up here. Okay, so you can see I'm in the zone of, you know, popular areas. So as you can see, we've got an island here and then a mainland. This is New York City, this is New York State, and this is Brooklyn. That's what I want you to think about. Okay, so I live on Lapu-Lapu Island. This is where I live, all the way over here. Okay, this is where I live. Okay, in this area. I used to live over here in Maribago, and then I moved over here. This is where the airport is. Doesn't even bother me because the airplanes go like this. They don't fly over my house. I don't even hear them. So this is Cebu City over here. This is where all the flooding happened. This is where all the problems happened. And look at all the rivers. Look at all the rivers there. All these rivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different rivers flowing into this main road here. Okay, so this is IT area. This is IT area, and this is where all the expats live. They live in this area. IT Mall, IT Park, and IT City. Okay, so in this area is a very huge, all the condos, all the expats. Yes, there's a lot of expats. Now, if you want to live over here on this side, it's more touristy. Okay, a lot of expats. So you have the Reef condos, you have Mactan Newtown condos, and then you have some more condos up here, but there's nothing to do up here. The Dunsa Tanay, you have a couple condos up here. What is this one? I remember this one is Coral Point Gardens. There's good condos, but there's nothing here. It's all empty. And the beaches are not the best. Then you can come down south, down here, and there's the Sikyong condominiums. There's the Bali, the Bahayan Flats, Mactan. There's the Bali residences. I can't remember where there's, you know, Tim lives at Fairchild Villas, which are nice. But I mean, you get more for the same where I live. Now, I like this area because, as I've said before, Lapu-Lapu Island is a turtle shell. It's high where the airport is, and then everything falls off into the ocean. There's never any flooding. Cebu, these are mountains. This is a mountain range right there. Very big mountain range, and all the rivers flow into Cebu. So it just floods. Okay. If you were to go anywhere else, and here's where my suggestion is to you, and I've done this before. I've done a video about where to live in the Philippines. Even though I haven't lived there, I have ideas. Dumaguete City is good, but it's very quiet, and you don't want to live inside the city. You want to live outside the city, about 20 minutes, in a place called Down over here. So it's about 20-30 minutes from Dumaguete City. It's called Down. It's a small town, very quiet, very nice. Okay, good beaches, everything like that. The other place people talk about is Rojas City. Rojas City over here, which is about 2 hours away from Boracay. And the people also Bacolod, which is also nice. Okay, but it all depends on what you like. Do you like beaches? Do you like mountains? Do you like city life? Do you like country life? Do you need a hospital? Do you want good logistics for deliveries? Do you want an airport? Davao, I don't know much about it. Let me just remind myself. Now, here's the problem with Davao. And this is not from personal experience. This is just from what I've heard. Okay? The problem with Davao is that you are now in Mindanao. And Mindanao has some political problems. So I don't want to comment about the safety about it because the Philippines is a great place. But in any country, in any place that you go, there's always places that you should probably avoid as a foreigner. And I'm going to say that south of here, you want to consider it, okay? If you want a walkable city, I'm going to say Dumaguete. Outside of Dumaguete. Not Dumaguete City, outside of Dumaguete City. You get a little scooter so that you can go into Dumaguete City if you need anything. Otherwise, Dawin, Bacolod City, stay away from Manila. Don't go north into Luzon because the weather there is just awful. The storms always go in that direction. The shear line is just north of Cebu. So just north of Cebu is the shear line. People sending me messages. I don't know what's going on in Korean. But, you know, what I'm going to suggest to you is this. You have to filter. So you've done Thailand, now do Philippines. And when you start in the Philippines, start in a couple of cities. Cebu, Dumaguete, Rojas City, Boracay, Palawan, right? Figure out which cities you like. Then when you find a city, then narrow it down. Do you want to do Cebu City? Do you want to do Lapu-Lapu? Do you want to do up in the mountains? Do you want to do outside of Cebu? Then when you find an area you like, then do you want a house, a villa, or a condo? And then you keep filtering until you find the perfect place. Okay? So I don't know. I'm just going to recommend that you sample like a buffet of Philippines over the next couple of years. Do a vacation. And then spend 6 months, 3 months in the end of the high season and 3 months in the low season so you can see the weather. Okay? Medical, social. Don't get into a relationship too quickly because then you limit yourself as to where you can go because now you have an anchor. You're tied down to one place. Well, if you like malls, beach, and condo living, where I'm living right now is exactly where you want to be. You're 20 minutes from the biggest malls in the Philippines. Cebu is one of the richest cities in all of the Philippines next to Manila. And if you do miss the expat life, there's expats to meet. And the importation of expat goods is prevalent because there's so many expats here. Yeah, you know, the dating apps, most of them are looking for dollars, and there are some good ones. So the more you pay, the better the app. Okay, and I'm going to say, from what I have heard, I don't use apps because for that main reason right there. I'm not wasting my time. It's a lot of people who are interested in just, you know, earning some money or scamming. Is Christian Filipina. I can't remember the exact address, but I've heard a lot of good things about it from a lot of people because it's vetted and screened. But the thing is I'm going to tell you right now, brother, don't get into an anchor. Come here and find your Zen. Then when you find the place that you love, then find someone. Don't be in a rush to find love. That's the last thing you should do. I'm going to be very adamant about this. Don't rush into love, because it'll blind you. Okay? It will. I've seen how many horror stories I've seen personally, of guys just getting caught up in love and then losing their minds, losing their livelihoods, losing money. Seriously, brother, I mean, I haven't made the mistake, but I've seen people make the mistake. Let me give you a very quick story. A guy from America, 50 plus, met a girl online. She gave him all the right answers to everything that he was asking. She seemed legit. They talked online. She was a real woman. All of that wonderful stuff. She said all of the right words. And he ended up coming here and they fell in love. He settled down. He got his retirement visa here. A year goes by and they're together in a small place, and she says, listen, it's time that we should get married and we should move into a house so that we can start a life. And it's like, no kids, but we start a life together. And I want to help take care of my family. I don't want you to take care of them. I'm going to take care of them, but I want to have a house where I can have my cousin come and stay with us. We'll have a 2-floor house. We live upstairs and she'll stay down. So she'll cook and she'll clean and she'll take care of everything for us. And he goes, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. So he rents a house, and it's like a 2-bedroom upstairs and 2 bedrooms downstairs with a living room and kitchen and everything like that. So he rents this place, and little by little, it's not just the cousin, but it's the cousin's boyfriend. And then it's 3 kids, and then it's another cousin and that cousin's boyfriend, and then another couple of kids. And soon it's there's 12 people living in the house. And he's like, what the hell? And then one day there was another cousin, and the cousin had the male cousin had a girlfriend. And then it's some of the kids are calling her mommy. The guy's wife, this foreigner, his Filipino wife, says, why are they calling you mommy? Oh, well, because I kind of adopted them because their mother passed away. So these kids have been with me since they were babies. So they call me mommy just because that's the way it is in Philippines. And he's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. He had no reason to distrust her. A year goes by. Now they're together for 2 years. A year goes by. One of the girls who was dating one of the cousins breaks up with the guy, and she texts the American and says, I have a story to tell you. Meet me, but don't tell anyone you're meeting me. So he goes and he meets her at a coffee shop, and he tells her, that woman you're married to, those kids are not her nieces and nephew. 6 of those kids are hers. Boom! So guess what happened? He goes and he confronts her. What do you think happened? Can you guess? He goes to confront her, and it did not go well for him. Her and the men in the house, there was 6 or 7 men in the house, kick him out of his own house. Now, he doesn't own the house. It's in her name. Or maybe it was rented. I can't remember. I remember the details of the story. But anyway, he leaves. He gets kicked out. He leaves. He goes to his friend's house and he's like, what the f am I going to do? And he starts to formulate a plan after like 3 or 4 days. He comes back. Oh no, he comes back to pack up and all his stuff is gone. Everything, his laptop, his passport, his ID, his money, his bank account, bank cards, everything is gone. There's nothing but the clothes on his back. So he's yelling and screaming. He goes to the cops. The cops said, can't do anything. That's a civil matter between you and your wife. She stole things that are yours. Can you prove they're yours, or it's like marriage property? She stole your laptop that you own, or she stole the laptop that is in the house that belongs to both of you. Like, they're not very, this is the story I was told. I don't know. I wasn't there. Anyway, so he starts to formulate a plan. 3 or 4 days later, he comes back and he's on his hands and knees, groveling and begging in front of everyone, saying, you were right. I was wrong. I was stupid. You are the smarter person. You are the better person. I should be taking care of you and your family. So he started playing the long game. 1 month, 2 months, all his stuff comes back. 1 month, 2 months. She goes away on a family trip and there's minimal people in the house. So today's the day. Calls his buddy, and the way the house is a balcony onto the road. He can't take his stuff out the front door because whoever's there is going to stop him from taking his stuff. Right? Or they're going to, he's an older guy and everybody else is younger. They're going to challenge him as to where you're going with a luggage and suitcase. So he packs all of his stuff, like the stuff he really needs. He doesn't need toiletries. He doesn't need all of his clothes. His important stuff. Packs it all up, throws it over the balcony onto the road. His buddy catches it, puts it in the truck, drives away. And he's just, over the course of a day, he starts emptying out his stuff. And for another thing, he takes all the jewelry and everything that she has left that he paid for. He tries to take as much as he can. And the next day, he just takes his keys, goes out the front door, gets on his motorcycle, drives away. Nobody thinks anything of it. He's just going to the store or whatever. Oh, guys, I'm going to go buy some chicken. I'll be back in 15 minutes. He drives away and he moves to another city. He calls a lawyer talking about divorce and everything. The lawyer does a search, and guess what? She failed to register the marriage. And after a year, it's null and void. So he got away scot-free. Now, that's a story where he got away without losing his shirt. Okay? I'm 90% sure the house he didn't pay for, they were just renting. Had he paid for the house, he would have been up Schitt's Creek. But I'm begging you, please don't get involved online. It is so easy to meet people locally. So easy. Just go to church. Go to church. Okay? And you will meet people. You don't need to be online. Trust me on this. I'm constantly meeting girls on the street. Constantly. The people I interact with, like my realtor, my banker, my whoever. Oh, sir, I have a cousin. Maybe you'd be interested in meeting. She's a really nice woman and she cooks really, really well. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested right now. Maybe later. Thank you. How many times I've been tried to be set up? And it's so easy to flirt here because they're all so happy and so friendly. I'm going to do a vlog about it. I'm going to do a vlog about two things. Number one is the online and simping. Just don't do it. Stop spending money online. Just don't. Don't ever send money to anybody. Ever. Stupidest thing you can do. I don't mind spending money on a date because I'm a gentleman and I'm old school, but I am not going to send you money. And I've told the girl before, don't ask me for money in Thailand. Don't ask me for money. I'll pay for the date, but if you ever ask me for money, I'm never talking to you again. And it's happened twice. They asked for money. I said, I just deleted it, blocked it. So just be careful out there, brother. Kevin, thank you very much for joining, brother. Where are you calling from? I was just about to wrap up the live stream here. Welcome to Cebu, Lapu-Lapu. What are we talking about? 6:15 in the evening here in Lapu-Lapu. You are probably either in Oceania or Europe, because it is early morning there, or you are in the US and North America, where it is like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. No, if you're in Oceania, it is evening time. If you are in Europe, it is afternoon. Oh, wow. Just so you know, I'm from Canada, originally from Toronto, but I lived 20 years in Korea and the last 4 in Sri Lanka. I'm a Canadian Sri Lankan. Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, 12 hours, 13 hours difference. And it's cold for you, brother. Let me tell you something. It's got to be like, what, 30, 32, or maybe even like 29, 28 Fahrenheit for you? Damn. It is 90 Fahrenheit here, about 32 degrees Celsius. It was hot today. It was probably 100 Fahrenheit today. It was hot, sunny. We got sunny and hot for the next 5 days, clear skies. And now we're talking about clean skies. The air quality is 0. No haze or anything in the sky. I love it. I love it. So, Kevin, thank you so much for coming to the channel. I really want you to subscribe and watch the videos. My videos are kind of like a Truman Show about how someone like me, who is 58 in 2 weeks, who had a successful life in North America as an executive for the phone company, was married and now divorced, no kids, no debt. I'm healthy, I'm wealthy and wise. How I transition into retirement life. What steps did I take? What mentally, physically, socially did I have to do? Okay. And what are the pitfalls, the cons, and what should you be looking at if you want to take those steps to get here? If you're pre-retirement, what should you be thinking about? What should you be preparing for? And as I was just talking with OK Billy just a few moments ago, don't fall in love online before you get here. That is a huge mistake. Get here, get settled, get grounded. Wait 6 months, 3 months, 6 months before you get involved in a relationship, because you don't want that anchor. Oh, congratulations, brother. You have got a great pension. You have got an amazing pension. Let me tell you something. If you don't drink and you don't smoke and you don't gamble and you're healthy, you can live. Watch my video on, I live in a luxury condominium complex called Mactan Newtown. Mactan Newtown. It is 9 condominiums with commercial district, a beach, a pool, workout facilities, everything you want without leaving the condominium complex. And just right across the highway, or we call it the highway, it's a 2-lane road, is a shopping mall and local McDonald's, Jollibee, which is chicken, a Dunkin' Donuts, steak restaurant, Italian restaurant, grocery stores. We have a grocery store here that delivers to your door. So there's lots of stuff here, and you can live for $1,200 to $1,300 US a month. That includes your visa, that includes your rent, your electricity, your entertainment costs, miscellaneous costs, visa costs, utilities, all of that for $1,300 a month. Now you can reduce it a little bit depending on your food preferences. That's my biggest expense, other than rent, is my food expense. My rent is about $500 USD a month. And you can get a nice studio apartment. I did a tour of the studio. You can even get a 1-bedroom, which is really nice, for $550, right? So watch my older videos going back for the last 2 months. I've been here 2 months. Go back and look at those videos. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And then if you could do me a favor on the videos that you watch that you like, click the thumbs up and just put a little comment. The comment can be just a smiley face or just, you know, an exclamation point. What that does is it helps my channel get in front of people like you. People who are in our age bracket, who are interested in that transition into retirement in Southeast Asia and to partner with others. I'm eventually need to form a community group. I do have heart issues that need to stay on top of. Let me tell you something. The hospitals here, A1. I'm going to do I did have to go to the hospital. I cracked the bone in my foot. Cost me $100 for emergency room and x-ray and treatment. I did my complete CBC scan, blood test, liver, kidney function test, prostate test, and testosterone, all for $120 US. Way cheaper than paying premiums at our age. And that was a private hospital. In and out, when I went to emergency, in and out in 45 minutes. From the time I walked in and signed all the paperwork till the time I walked out after paying my bill was 45 minutes. And there's a video about that. Go check that video out. Okay. And I also did a video about my blood work. The hospital is 20 minutes from here. And then the big, huge hospital, like we're talking the major, like, you know, cancer hospital is 45 minutes away in town in Cebu. It's one of the best in Southeast Asia. One of the things I learned is that hospital treatment in Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Philippines is so much cheaper than even in Canada, where we're socialists. We have government funded healthcare, and it's a lot faster. Like instant. You don't have to wait in line. Now, if you go to the public hospital, you're going to wait, and it's not the best. I've seen the difference in Sri Lanka between the public hospital and the private hospital. We have two-tier medical system in Sri Lanka, in Philippines, and in Thailand. So Pattaya has a really good hospital called the Bangkok Pattaya Hospital. It was fantastic for my health check and my COVID shot that was 3 years ago. Yeah, you know, and let me suggest something. Whatever you're paying for your health care, when you come here, go to the hospital and ask them, what does it cost for me to do this, 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 and this? And then if you see that the out-of-pocket is cheaper than your medical expenses, just get critical care, like heart attack, a car accident, cancer, you know, heart transplant, that kind of stuff. That can normally go through your home insurance, right? That's what I have. Day-to-day average costs, like if I cut myself or break my arm, no. I pay that out of pocket. It's cheaper. Premiums for me would be over $150 a month. And so far this year, I have spent maybe $300 or $400 on medical care. Why would I pay $1,500 for $350 worth of medical care? Oh, just in case? No, that number goes up every year. I commute around. I use Grab, and there's also an app for motorcycles. But I don't use motorcycles to go to Cebu because it's 45 minutes and you don't want to be on a motorcycle. I don't need, if you live where I live, you don't need a motorcycle. You don't need a taxi because everything is within 7 minutes walking distance. Everything that you need. Food, entertainment, whatever you need, even the hardware store. It's right there. I have a motorcycle. I have a big Harley style motorcycle because I belong to a motorcycle club. So I have I rent it from a friend for the time I'm here. I pay about 10,000 pesos, which is a month, which is about $170 a month, which is cheaper than what I would if I had to rent a motorcycle from somebody else. 170, some people say that's a lie. I get a scooter for $50. I'm not driving a scooter. This motorcycle is huge. Okay, it looks like a Harley, sounds like a Harley, not a Harley, but it's amazing. I don't use jeepneys. I use Grab, because the only time I need to go anywhere is to go into Cebu to meet friends or go out or something like that. When I go out clubbing or go out to a party or meet my motorcycle friends at night, because I don't drive at night because I have night blindness and the roads here are not the best. Especially with a motorcycle, you hit a pothole, that's it. You're done for. And I drink a little when I go out, so I don't want to drink and drive. I'll talk about driver's licenses in another vlog, but you don't need a driver's license to drive in the Philippines. If you have a motorcycle designation, you can use that for 90 days. After that, you have to turn over to a Filipino license or get an international driver's permit. And you can get those online. I haven't seen any electric scooters. The other problem is the roads here are not that good, especially where I live. Maybe in the city, it might be a little bit better, but I haven't seen electric scooters in Cebu City. That's maybe something you could Google. I don't know. I haven't seen them. And most places are rejecting electric scooters because of the issues that are going on with them. I used to use them in Korea all the time, but they're starting to ban them. Okay, Billy, just get your motorcycle designation in your home country and then get an international driver's permit. It costs $10 and you get it online. It's so easy. I have one and it's just it makes life easier. When I come back here in 2026, I am going to convert my driver's license to a Filipino driver's license. So I have a Korean license, a Canadian license, and a Sri Lankan license. I converted my Canadian to Korean, my Korean to Sri Lankan. I'm going to take my Sri Lankan and convert it into Filipino. Okay, Billy, thanks again. Lots of love to you, brother. I truly appreciate it. I hope you join me Wednesdays at this time, Saturday mornings, Cebu time, which is Friday night, North America time, probably Saturday afternoon for you in Melbourne. Kevin, I'm sorry, brothers, I have to go. I have to get ready for work. I work online as an English teacher in Korea. So I have to get ready for that. But I want to say thank you very much for the last minute join and for chatting with me. Please like, subscribe, enjoy. Ask me anything. Comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And one of the things I've started doing, if you watch the last vlog, I interviewed an expat, an American expat. And today I interviewed a Dutch expat, which is going to go up soon as well. So stay tuned for those. On the 13th, you'll see a vlog with me riding the motorcycle, driving around. So that'll be fun. And then this weekend, I'm going to take a really deep, long vlog of us driving up into the mountains. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retire in Southeast Asia with Sammi. Sammi in Cebu, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Please be good to each other, support each other, be friendly, be kind, and help one another get to this paradise of retirement with no stress. And remember, we're not strangers. We're just friends who haven't met yet. We'll see you all on the other side.